goes through Detroit. It's the Commanders and the Lions, and it comes your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Heward up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preach all season long, never look ahead. You can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on the present. But you know that every man out there is so aware of what's on the line today and where they could be playing in 2 weeks. It's going to be a game-long challenge, no question, to keep the focus on the right here and the right now. Once you've got a win iced away, well, then you can start entertaining those Super Bowl thoughts and those Super Bowl realities.
So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. While there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it, and he can also sling a quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go, second down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This play goes for 36. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On first down, here's Daniels. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Commanders punting on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well-rested after a Sunday away. Of course, that means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack them today.
Goff taking it right to the air. Finds Laporta. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's 2nd and 14. Pass taken in by St. Brown. 40. Hits the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. Another carry for Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Daniels on 1st down. Able to find Ertz. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. Staying with Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? More importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Gay on to line up this field goal. This from 48 on the left hash. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Throw complete to Williams.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Commanders will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels from the pistol. Getting out to his left. He can run it. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So they bring Tress Way back out there for another punt. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Lions will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. St. Brown's got it, complete. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Complete beyond the marker. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Goff setting to throw. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Commanders get a great return up close to their own 30 before they're able to drag him down.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Rolling out to his left.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. Have him gain up about a handful there. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown getting set for their next drive. They're coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They're out and set, 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing is gone. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. This our last play of the quarter. Daniels back to throw. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Receiver in motion, headed right. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit.
Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. First and 10 now from the 30. Goff to the air now. Got Williams, and it's complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Motioning the tight end now. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Sending a receiver left. 2nd and 13. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Lions the first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's 2nd and 7. It's taken in by Williams. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Goff back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Goff. He has the first over the middle. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
One of the tight ends motioning left. 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Is in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions now lead by 10. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Ooh, it doesn't get much closer than this, Brock. Did that ball in any way break the plane of the end zone?
You know how I like to look at this, Kate? Imagine a plane of glass going from the front end of that end zone straight in the air, and any part of the ball, any part of it just touches the plane of that glass, and this is a touchdown.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
The touchdown disappears. He was not able to reach the end zone after all. It's 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Lions now lead by 10. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchpad. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Daniels on 1st down. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw and force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Escapes. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Daniels. Balled in left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Throw complete to Williams. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Here's Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And he gets him around 6 there. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Has a man. It's Brown. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Running it with Gibbs. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Gibbs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions looking for a bigger lead before the break. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions push their lead to 18. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Daniels now. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Finds his target, Robinson. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Again, Daniels to the air. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Searches from the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. A fifth defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He'll get this to Samuel. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that. That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And that lowers the deficit to 15. That's halftime. Only 2 quarters standing between one of these teams and the NFC spot in the Super Bowl. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills doing battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2 touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These two
Thanks
teams
so much
making
for the
their
look
final
around the league,
adjustment for the
Coach.
second
But
half
now
ahead.
it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third
Kate Scott
quarter.
and Brock Hewer.
Brown with a return here. And look at this return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Lions and this running back headed back out for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Goff on first and 10. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. This is ahead for about 5. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here's a give to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Off play action, Goff. Taking a shot, deep down the field it goes. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Goff. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Commanders set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Play fake here, Daniels. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. To throw, Daniels. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll head up, 1st and 10 from the 42. Now Daniels off the play action. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders get it back to within one score.
Commanders 13.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Brown with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. It's Gibbs on the carry. He's contained at the line for no gain. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10 now. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8.
Washington will run 42 points.
He's on the move. And he will get into the end zone. That ties this game up. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Brown with a return here. Good looking return here, and he's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The home teams and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Sending a tight end in motion left. Goff trying again here after the pick. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Finds Laporta. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. One of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st down, it's Goff. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and that gives the Lions the 1st.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Gibbs now from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Has a man, it's Ertz. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. An option give to Robinson. Across midfield to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring up. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Daniels on 1st down. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And now they face 2nd down. Daniels from the pistol. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. He finds him right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders tie us up 28-all. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. A give to Gibbs. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Play made by Deron Payne. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
St. Brown's got it, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Gibbs. He spins right by him. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
From the 22 on 2nd down. Throw complete to Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Goff to the air now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Goff. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Well, he shot his shot, Brock, but they couldn't connect. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Punt team on the field. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Third and a lone yard coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. In off to Gibbs from the gun. Scores! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Commanders are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Finds his target, Robinson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm. Nice little gain on top of it.
That one vehemently swatted away. And 4th and 4 coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Montgomery to start the drive. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's the game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 41-yard line.
From the 41. He finds Laporta. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They go play action with Goff. Finds Laporta. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, Goff. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing again, it's Goff. Has a man, it's Brown. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Now Goff. They did it! He made the interception! And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
He'll get this one to Brown. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Looking to throw. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Daniels on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Play fake here, Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On first down, here's Daniels. He'll get this to Samuel. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Again, Daniels to the air. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Oh, he lost the football! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Hey, a normal old stop on third down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
Second and 6 coming up here. Putting the tight end in motion. This is Gibbs on second down. And he's tackled for a short gain. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He's down to a knee, and they have done it. They're going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And at long last, a moment that's eluded this franchise for far too long. Fans can now begin booking tickets for 2 weeks from now, when these guys play in the first Super Bowl in team history. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.